I think I'm like really funny and wise. And so I really like to hear myself talk. But recently I've been learning that sometimes I just need to shut up. And I think that's part of growing up, is learning to control your tongue and learning what to say and what not to say. Because allegedly, I've said some things in the past that I probably shouldn't have said. Allegedly, I've made some racist, homophobic, sexist jokes, allegedly. And that's part of growing up too. It's you learn from the mistakes that you allegedly have made in the past, and you grow from them. And so the point I'm trying to make is it's important to be careful with what you say. Whether it's jokes you make or personal information that you share or how you speak to others. I think words carry a lot of weight and they have consequences. Right? Like the Bible says, the tongue holds the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Right? So there's power behind your words and there's consequences. So it's important to choose your words carefully, to think before you speak. And at the same time, I think knowing when to not say anything and knowing when to shut up is maybe just as important. Like for me, I always think I'm right. And so in like disagreements, sometimes it's hard for me to let things go. But I'm learning that the person and the relationship matter more than my ego. And so I'm learning to put my ego aside and shut up and just move on. And then another thing that I'm bad at is like listening to people's problems. I think people sometimes just want empathy, but my like man brain just wants to give solutions and fix things. And I don't want to have to deal with emotions, right? But I think I'm learning that sometimes you just got to shut up and listen and just be there for your friend. And then I think when most people think of controlling what they say, it's usually in the context of, being nice to people and not saying mean things. But I think for me, the person that I'm meanest to is a lot of times myself. Because I think growing up, that's how I used to motivate myself. I would tell myself that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't working hard enough, that I didn't measure up to my peers. And for a while, it kind of worked. Like, it kind of lit this fire in me, and I worked harder, and I worked hard in school, and did all these things. But I think over time, I kind of like started to actually believe that. I started to believe that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't hardworking enough. And so this mindset that used to help me and used to be motivating became demoralizing and hurtful. And so I'm learning new ways to encourage myself in ways that are beneficial to me. But I still have like negative thoughts sometimes. I still sometimes will talk down to myself. And I think in those times, I'm learning to tell that part of me to shut up. And so obviously like talking and communication is important and good. It's like core to being a human. And it's something you learn within your first few years of being alive. But I think learning to shut up, which I think is just as important, I think that's a skill that usually takes a lot longer to learn. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.